Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm going to be showing you how I styled this wig. So let's get started. My wig. I just looked at a reference picture to see where his hairline is, and I just brushed it into that part of his hair. The next thing I did is brush out the entire wig. I just started from the bottom and worked my way up. For the top pieces, it does look like I'm going down, but you should really start at the bottom and work your way up. Brushing. There weren't that many knots, I just wanted to brush it to loosen the curls. The next thing that I did was take a little strand of hair in the back where you wouldn't see it, and if it ruined, I could definitely cut it off and no one would see it. So I put a straightener on the lowest setting because it did not say that it was heat safe, and honestly one of the comments said, "Is this heat safe?" and they went, "No, it's synthetic hair." So I still used the straightener on it to see if it would work, and it did work as long as it was on my straightener's lowest setting. And the reason I straightened this is because it's for Anakin Skywalker, and I wanted the hair to look like his, and his hair isn't as curly. His hair is wavy, but not so much curly, and so I decided to straighten it, just go over it once, so that way, like, it would stay straighter. But also, when I straightened it, I held the hair out straight, because whenever you're straightening or curling hair, you hold it in the position you want it to be. So for me, I held it straight while it cooled, and while it was cooling, then it went into like a straighter position. But if I left it, it would curl up right back up. Oh, and I totally forgot to say, after I straightened out the piece of hair, I would go through it with a comb, and then I would hold it still, so it would be cooling off as I'm combing through it, and it would hold the position better. Also, when I styled this, there was only like 2 days until Halloween, so I need to do it then, and I didn't have time to wash my wig, and it was super shiny, but when I straightened it, it took most of the shine away. Okay, so I didn't record myself sectioning out the hair, but I sectioned out where I wanted the bangs to go, and I sectioned out 2 pieces of the hair that's going down. I did one for hair that I wanted to go like down a little lower, and then one in the back that I still wanted to be lower. And when I sectioned it out, I took the clips and put them at the points where I wanted the hair to cut, like right under that point, so that way I'd know where to go. I'd still cut under that just a little, just to make sure that everything would look nice once I cut it, but that's what I did. In the back, I took hair off in sections where I knew the chunks were way too long, so I would just take my scissors and opening and closing them slightly while moving up and down to give it more of a looser cut. And when I did cut this, I wanted the back to be the longest and it to progressively get a little bit shorter as it went up, so I kind of gave it a mullet, but not really. I'm very sorry for how the angle was shot when I was cutting my hair. You can't even really see it, so I'm going to be putting this super fast just so that way you don't have to sit through it. But also, I did take, once I was done getting to the length I want, and to get it just a little bit shorter if I needed it to, I would cut directly into the hair, like vertically. I know it sounds like it wouldn't cut the hair, but it cuts it really nice. So the next thing I do is take the hair clip out of the bang portion. Then I brush the bangs out, and then I start to see where I want it to be cut. And I take a big chunk off of the one strand of hair, just using that up and down, closing your scissors motion, to try to get it to the right length. So I did take chunks off, just to do that one side, and I got it to where I actually thought it looked pretty good. I take that piece of hair because I think it's a little bit too long, so I first cut off the couple little strands that are way too long, and then I cut straight into the hair to trim it up. Then I take a piece of hair that's right next to it, and I section it out a little bit more to make that piece a little bit higher. I continue to touch up on the other side and trim some hairs, using both the methods that I told you about. Now I go to the other side of my wig and start trimming that part. I try to make the lengths as even as possible. I start working on the other side of the bangs. First, I start trimming it up. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about how I curled my wig. And I didn't record this because I had to leave in like 10 minutes. So, well, it was more like 15, but whatever. So, what I did is I took this crimper. You just, like, it's all wavy, so, like, it's really easy. You barely have to do anything. I cannot figure out how to open this. There it is. Alright, so there's a little switch that opens and closes it. I just kept it on the lowest setting, just so that way it didn't damage any of the fibers, and let me show you. So, for, like, the sections, I took the hair, and I would, like, first I sectioned it all off, but then you take the hair and, like, you hold it in there for about 8 seconds, then let it go. And then when you did this part, you'd push this up so that way it's to hold its curl, and then let it go. And then you take your hand and do not touch this middle part when it's on. That's very hot. But then let it go, and I would hold the hair up like this so that way it would keep the like whatever this is, I don't know. And then when you do it again, instead of doing it sideways for the next one, you'd go up and down so that way it would change how the waves look. And I did that around the whole wig. It didn't take that long. This is super fast and easy to use. So that's what I did. And then after I did a section, I took hair gel and like put it in my hands. It's no specific hair gel. And I just pushed it up and like in the hair to make it like stick and hold its like thing. And when you do that, it kind of made it crunchy and like stuff. So that's what I did to curl my wig. Okay, so this is the wig on. I don't really love it for Anakin. Like, it's a cute wig, like, how I styled it. I definitely look like a dog. But, like, I don't particularly love it for Anakin. I'm obviously going to cosplay him again and actually make TikToks. I'm so excited because I have, like, 1,000,000 sounds saved to do Anakin in it. But I want to finish my armor before I do that, and I still I gotta fix some of the stuff on the chest plate. While I was trick-or-treating, one of my arm plates like ripped off and in the wind, and I have no idea where it went. So I have to make another one of those and then paint it all. So it's not gonna be that hard, but like I still need to do that. I was just rambling for a very long time. But this is the wig on. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will link the wig down in the description below if I can find it, and also this thing. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.